You're on with Vivian Page, and this is Let's Talk About Love. On this episode, sexual healing. And I have a special guest with me, Morgan Myers. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
So on this episode, we're going to be discussing sexual freedom, what that looks like, and how suppressing our sexuality can affect our life. So let's get into this. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so first and foremost, what do you think it is about sex that makes us have more of it than have more conversations about it?
Well, sex can feel euphoric. It can be used as a dopamine. It can be an addiction. It can also be a distraction. So I think a lot of the times we utilize it as a way to disguise what it is we need to get to the root of.
That's real. So that's something you experienced?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, so let's talk about that.
Well, just having the ability to be sexually free. You go to college or, you're out on your own when you're an adult. And so it's like, I can make certain decisions now that before was shunned against. And so you just get caught up in just the freedom of being an adult. But
Right.
you have to take an honest look at why you're doing those things.
Exactly. It's all about being honest with ourselves. And this is exactly why we're having conversations like this. So you recently published a book, Celibacy Chronicles. And in there you talk about making a decision to be celibate.
Right.
Girl, who, what, when, where, why? We need to know.
I still can't believe it. I definitely wasn't just searching for it. I enjoy, intimacy. But I had to take a look at some of the actions and things that I were doing, and I felt like I needed a moment to tune in.
Yeah.
So it took me realizing the patterns that I've been experiencing over the past few years and seeing, So it sat me down. I'm able to hear more and experience a lot of self-love and all of that. But I've always wrestled with this idea of relationships and marriage and what that looks like and if that's even my destiny. So that was another reason to kind of cut it off.
Yeah.
So how do you know that you wanted to get married or take on a husband or a lifelong commitment like that?
Yeah, so, of course you think about the sexual aspect, but I had to look at everything else that where I was being fulfilled. So he was fulfilling me emotionally, spiritually. Those are big things and key things. And of course, in addition to being fulfilled sexually, it was an all over thing. It's just, it's all or nothing. Yeah. And I knew then I wanted to make that decision.
So was it kind of like a try it before you buy it type deal? Because I feel like, they tell you to wait or be celibate till you get a man or all this and that. So it's like, but what if I get in this wag? Like,
I'm gonna have to say, yeah. Okay. I say, you got to try it out. But you need to know before you take that step. Marriage is a huge commitment, and I want you to be sure that that's what you want.
Yeah, well,
for eternity.
We'll see in due time.
Yeah. So, one last question, okay? Fill in the blank. Love is
evolving.
Ooh, that's really good. We're gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us here on this episode of Let's Talk About Love. We'll see you next time.